Hello everybody, my name is Cool Blue, and I'm rushing to bring you guys this cast. I'm bringing you guys a special cast. I didn't know what to name it, but I'm calling it special cast number 1. This is not necessarily a random pubcast, and I think we might have a DC on the side. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, I hope we get a reconnect. I'm not too sure. But anyway, like I said, this is a special cast. This is not necessarily a random podcast like I would normally do. But like I said before, I think I mentioned Nestle Dota once before. He was a part of University. And like I said, we were talking back and forth, and he sent me a message, and I feel so cool because I'm talking to a pro player. I'm freaking out. But apparently there's some other pro players here as well. I can't tell you who they are or what they are because they want to keep they want to be able to pub in peace. So I'll honor that, and I'll just talk about Nestle Dota. But anyway, oh gosh. But anyway, so I'm jumping right into this game. We got a DC off the bat on one side. I think they'll be back. I hope they'll be back. And like you just saw that Nestle Dota sent me messages, so like I feel like all tingly inside because like popular people know me. It's like, oh my gosh, I'll get there, guys. Maybe one day I'll be just like a purge. I'll be just like a Sheever, minus the girl part. But hopefully it all does work out. Actually, I need to get my headphones. Where are my headphones? Oh gosh. So as you can tell, I'm totally unprepared to cast at the moment. I'll be prepared in about 4 seconds. If I can find my headphones. Where would I put my headphones? You know what, my headphones are probably in my room, which is actually perfect timing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to, well, just run to my room real fast. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, and now that I'm back, I will explain to you guys why there are headphones in my room. Well, there are headphones in my room because they're in my jacket pocket, and they're in my jacket pocket because I came from school, so I have a perfect excuse for that, so haha, take that, people. All that said, I still haven't found my headphones just yet. Where the heck are those things? I have to get emergency headphones for cases like this. But anyway, like I said, I'm casting this is not really a random pubcast. I'm not really sure what to call it. It's just a special cast. I'll just call it special cast number 1. As you saw, the overlay and everything, and like I said, I'm rushing through everything. I was eating right before I got this within Nestle Dota. So your message said, hey, we're about to have a really fun, we're about to have a really interesting pub match. It's like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm definitely casting that for you guys. So here I am casting this game, and it's still in directed camera because I don't have 2 hands on the keyboard yet. Because I'm still trying to untangle headphones. Boom, got it. Found my emergency headphones. Always have a set of emergency headphones, by the way, because if you don't, you will find yourself screwed sometimes. I know there's a few times I lost my headphones and... Okay, wait, let's stop talking about that. Actually, no, let's continue talking about that, because all the teams aren't picked up just yet, so I can't really do introductions, because that wouldn't be fair. But anyway, always have emergency headphones, because you never know when you're going to lose your favorite pair of headphones. Even if they're just crappy headphones, still have them, because it just helps out immensely. And my headphones are all plugged in. Cool. I can't hear anything. Not cool. Alright, so that did not work out. So still more technical difficulties, but before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and introduce all of these people on the dire side, since all the dire are here. We have something I can't pronounce on that Earthshaker. We have Majesky or Majesky on that Dazzle. We have Red on that Shadow Fiend, and we have Steva on that Darkseer, yes, and we have something else I cannot pronounce on that Lone Druid. And actually, we got a lot of chatting going on back and forth. I can't really tell you guys what that's saying because I think it's in a different language. But all that aside, let me go ahead and do the introductions on the side of the Radiant. As far as the Radiant goes, there is the one and only Nestle Dota, like I told you guys about. He's a part of University. Definitely check them out. I just did my reading up on them. They are a relatively newly formed team. All the players there have been playing for a while, but they are, like I said, a relatively new formed team. Moving on, we have at Mesmerized on that Death Prophet. We have we got Invisible Sand King. Blossom Loves All on that Sand King. He is coming mid. See if he can go for a quick kill. He might be able to catch a Shadow Fiend. He will be able to throw a stun. He's going to wait for him to move a little bit more forward. Death Prophet's going to throw a little bit of harassment. They will be able to go for him soon. There we go. They're going to go for him. Will they be able to get the kill? I don't know. It's doing a lot of damage going back and forth. Sand King's taking that tower for maybe a little bit too long, and the Salve is already popped by a Shadow Fiend, so he is fine. Anyway, let me continue introducing people. We have LOL Trash, LOL Trash on that Doombringer, and we all I think last but not least is Nino on that Clockwork. I think I've seen Nino before. I'm not too sure. Probably not, but anyway. So let me go ahead and bring up these. Oh my gosh, more engagement going on top of Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend won't be able to make it out of this one like he did last time. He's getting body blocked by the Sand King like a boss, and Earthshaker's come around the corner. He can try to save him, but no, he already used his stun to try to keep him alive once. He could not use it twice, and we got an instant TP in mid because Shadow Fiend wants to stay here. And these guys look like they're going to be as aggressive as possible. I think they're running a dual lane mid. Or no, never mind. It's just a roaming Sand King. Okay, so it's basically going to be a Death Prophet mid versus a Shadow Fiend, and we got a roaming Sand King, and we got a pause. Perfect timing because I need to plug my headphones back in. 1 second, people. Okay, so apparently my headphones are already plugged in, and I'm just going to bring up these graphs because I know you guys want to see these. As far as the last hits and denies go, Doombringer is at the lead of that. I'm still trying to figure out why I'm getting no sound. Actually, I am getting sound. These headphones are pretty darn crappy. They're actually the ones that a lot of people like, the ones that stick in your ear. I prefer the ones that sit on top of your ear, not the big whole hunky ones, but the other ones. And at any rate, these headphones will definitely do. I said turn my volume up way high. There we go, my volume's up a little bit way higher than normal. And we got a little bit of engagement going on top. We got Clockwork, taking a little bit of damage from that Dazzle. This is a solo lane Dazzle. It's actually pretty cool to see. I think it's mainly because the Earthshaker is roaming. They said they had 2 supports up top. What would they be doing? They would be able to get this kill on top of Clockwork. Clockwork goes down pretty handily. Moving on down to the bottom lane, what do we have? We have a Doombringer versus a Darkseer. The battle of the D's. We also technically have a pseudo dual lane because Lifesteal can just come out of the jungle anytime he wants to try to go for a kill on top of that Darkseer. Albeit that would be relatively difficult because Darkseer can just surge away whenever he gets open wounded. And I really need to find my other headphones because these headphones are not doing the job. Oh, we got Death Prophet did go down mid. Sorry, I missed casting that one, but you guys definitely saw the kill. Meanwhile, we got an engagement going on top of Clockwork. Clockwork's in a little bit of trouble. Sand King's coming in for support. He throws a stun on top of Earthshaker. Meanwhile, we got a DC on the backside, and here's a pause, a very inopportune pause. There's an unpause instantly. They want to get this kill on top of Clockwork first. The Clockwork goes down, and now Sand King's going to try to make it out with his life intact. He will be able to make it out, but Lone Druid is gone. They want him to come back. Will I be pausing soon for him? I don't really know, but we'll see soon. We got Darkseer doing a little bit of harassment with those iron shells as he does. Darkseer very annoying because he can just do that continuously. He can just run up, throw an iron shell, and then run away. He doesn't really have to be in lane to get his farm. Sand King did take a little bit of damage from that Dazzle. Dazzle's poison touch does do, relatively speaking, a lot of damage. Is the level 3, so he is getting a stun off of that as well. And I see low. I see Darkseer's getting very low. Darkseer's taking a lot of damage. Doombringer's able to, he's able to get away from Doombringer. It looks like he was able to surge away. Maybe if Lifesteal was here this time, he would have been able to get away, but no. Oh my gosh, I missed a kill top. Sand King does go down, and so does Dazzle. So Dazzle getting a kill on Sand King. All in all, overall, even trade. Those two are pretty much doing the same exact thing. The only difference is Dazzle is actually farming. We might actually see a carry Dazzle. I did not actually consider that. But then again, probably not, because usually when you do see a carry Dazzle, you see them max at, whoa, mouse going crazy. You see the max that Shallow Grave first, because carry Dazzle's OP when he has a Shallow Grave at level 4, because Shallow Grave level 4 has a cooldown of 15 seconds, which is pretty darn ridiculous. Anyway, moving on to the top lane, we got Clockwork. He's taking a stun from Dazzle. Dazzle's going to do a whole bunch of damage to him. He has a slow ring, so he can be as aggressive as he wants. He can heal up, he can get free mana, he can do all he wants, because he is a grown up. He is past 21. He can stay up late all night, even though he just so happens to fall asleep at 10 o'clock every single night. Story of my life, guys. I don't know why it just happens. It's like I can stay up all I want, but 10 o'clock, I always fall asleep. Anyway, Shadow Fiend does go down. He does instantly buyback. That's what we might call a rage buyback. I think he's trying to go mid, see if he can help out Sand King stay alive. Sand King, no, not Sand King, Earthshaker. Earthshaker goes down. And that was really, if Sand King goes down, it'll actually be a pretty bad buyback on his part. So hopefully he does. Yeah, he won't be going down. He does have that bottle, so he can't use those charges. He's going to go ahead and use that Tango instead, because those bottle charges are precious. They give him mana. They give him HP as well. He wants to save it for that mana regeneration. And if we take a look at the items real fast, we can see that there's 2 soul rings on the side of the dire between Earthshaker and Dazzle. They have all the mana they could ever want. Actually, it's 3 soul rings. I didn't really realize that. Darkseer is definitely one to have a soul ring. And now we got Darkseer in a little bit of trouble. That's like I said before. Open wounds gets thrown on him. It doesn't really matter. And Shadow Fiend is going to be going down mid to the Death Prophet. Death Prophet playing pretty darn aggressive. She's diving 2 towers along with that Sand King. Sand King's going to try to make it out. He will be able to make it out. Dazzle cannot get close enough to throw anything on top of him. but they will be able to see where he did escape, but it doesn't really matter. He's out free. Meanwhile, down bottom, we have Doombringer getting very close to Darkseer. Doombringer does have his Doom up. If he's able to Doom Darkseer while Darkseer's in a bad spot, that would be pretty darn detrimental to Darkseer, because Darkseer will pretty much be going down, especially if Nyx is in position to go ahead and get a kill on him. So if we go ahead and take a look at the net worth really fast, while we have not much going on. In particular, the net worth on that, well, it's current gold. Particularly the net worth, we can see Death Prophet is obviously worth the most. Doombringer is farming like a boss down bottom. He's getting all the farm he wants. I think he's trying to build himself what looks to be excuse me, a hand of Midas. Right now he has about 1,000 gold in his bank account. Moving on to Darkseer. Darkseer is going to rotate mid. He's going to see if he can go for a gank on that, or maybe he's going to protect the rune for his bottle carrier, which would be the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend would very much appreciate that. He gets a nice little surge. Darkseer saying, come on, man, hurry up, we ain't got all day. Meanwhile, the Death Prophet is spotted out. Darkseer is going to go and see what damage he can do. Death Prophet activates the ulti. So much damage being done to Darkseer. Darkseer needs to get out of here now. He will be trying to get out of here. Death Prophet's ghost doing so much damage. I think they recently buffed it. They gave her more ghost or something like that. But anyway, it's a lot of damage coming towards him. And now Shadow Fiend's in a little bit of trouble. He activates it, loses, so he won't be taking so much damage. But it doesn't matter. He'll still be going down. He's trying to bottle charge in the middle of it. But it doesn't matter. Sand King comes from the backside with the blindside hit and gets a kill on top of that. And Death Prophet will be healing herself up relatively soon. So all that damage that her ghost just did, she'll be pretty much fine to stay in her lane, which is actually a really fun thing to do when you're playing Death Prophet. Basically activate the ulti, do a lot of damage, and then stay in lane. Although it wasn't all that much damage. I thought it was more damage than that. But apparently it wasn't, guys. Apparently it wasn't. Sorry to not live up to your hopes. Moving on to the rest of the items, because I think I only talk about soul rings. We see Lone Druid with his 2 slippers of agility. Everything else is probably on the bear. So he's looking to... Where's the bear? There's the bear. The bear is over here. The bear has a poor man shield. Maybe he just... Okay, yeah, he did DC, so he was missing a little bit of farm. But then again, he did not get a complete abandonment. Oh, God. We got Clockwork taking a little bit of damage for the Earthshaker. Meanwhile, down bottom, what do we have? Nothing, really. And I seriously think my audio is kind of screwed up a little bit. I actually might have to go back and play up my audio settings, because this is very low. I think I might be louder than the video right now. But anyway. See, what else do we have going on the map? I mean, as far as around the map, nothing else is really going on. Sand King's coming from the backside. Very beautiful stun by him. He's going to go for the ulti on top of Sand King, or Shadow Fiend, to make sure he gets a kill. Sand King playing extremely aggressive. He'll be able to go invisible right here, but Earthshaker can just... he's going to throw down a Sentry Ward. It doesn't matter. He gets cut. Sand King just playing Sand King like a boss, getting the kill on top of Earthshaker, despite what Earthshaker was trying to do. And I think I know what it is, guys. I turned my volume down. That's what it was. So let me... Whoa, God. Okay, go away. There you go. There's Nestle Dota. Big shout out to you, Nestle Dota. Thank you for inviting me to this game. And one more second. Let me follow something. And then I'll try to go into the settings. Come on, very fast. Audio. No, my audio is good, apparently. So I just have volume issues. I don't really know what that's about. Anyway. I'm not really sure how much you guys can hear this, actually. But she did just say Dire's structures are fortified.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, it's my headphones. Cool. Alright, so my headphones have a short in them. That's not good at all. Let's see if I can adjust them to a perfect point. Oh, I hear Doombringer. Doombringer just doomed the Darkseer. Darkseer's in a lot of trouble. He does go down. There was a Sand King came down here to help with the kill. Alright, so problem solved. My audio is perfectly fine in the video as far as I'm concerned. I just had my headphones just have a short in them. So I need new backup headphones. Sad. Anyway, as far as Earthshaker goes, Earthshaker's gonna come around outside, see if he can get a kill on top of these guys. I don't think he'll be able to do anything except for maybe delay them from killing the tower. But that's really all he wants to do. He wants to make sure that Darkseer is back up, so Darkseer can come in here and help protect that tower. And there's Darkseer come in, TP, and as soon as he can, see what he'll be able to do, which I don't think will be much. Meanwhile, we got a little bit engaging going on top. We got Clockwork getting caught out a little bit by the Dazzle. He's also trapped inside of his own cogs by the Dire's creeps. Dire's creeps OP. A full surround. There's no way for him to get around. There's a GG hit throw by Clockwork. He doesn't feel like he can win this. But I seriously think they could win this. Everybody else is doing pretty well. Sand King's been ganking like a madman. And Doombringer's trying to get a kill on top of Earthshaker. Will Earthshaker go down? I think he will. Come on, a few more auto attacks and he'll be going down, but Doombringer will be losing his life as a result. Death Prophet did TP down bottom, and Sand King's able to come back in and get a kill. He has like 0 HP and he's staying alive. How are you doing this, Sand King? I don't understand. It's like Sand King living a life on the edge, guys. And there's a rocket thrown out by Clockwork. It's a hit just in time. Dazzle goes down to it, and I get a little bit of lag on the back, so it doesn't matter. We still saw the kill. That's all that matters. And if we look at the net worth, which has been up for the longest of times, everybody on the side of the Radiant is above the whole entire Dire team, except for Clockwork. Like I said, Clockwork doesn't feel like he's doing all that well, so as a result, he doesn't feel like his team's doing that well. But if we take a look at the levels, Clockwork is probably the only one who's doing not so well. Not necessarily badly, but his lane is pretty tough. Dazzle's just harassing the crap out of him with those poison touches and heals. And also, whenever Earthshaker was up there, he was doing the same exact thing. Let's go and take a look at the hero levels. We see okay, Lone Druid. Wow, Lone Druid's only level 5. So Lone Druid is not really having a fun time in the jungle. His farm is suffering. He is reconnected, but I'm not really sure why he's so far behind. He's trying to get what looks to be a Yasha up on that bear, so bear can attack faster, bear can move a little bit faster and catch up with everybody. And I'm getting loads of lag, but hopefully it'll clear up pretty soon. We got a little bit, no, never mind. I was about to say we got a little bit engaged going down bottom. We got Doombringer, he hit, whoa, big stack of creeps over here. And Darkseer's going to go ahead and surge away, make sure he gets away safe. And we'll watch the best slideshow ever. Okay, Darkseer's trying to go in for Death Prophet. Death Prophet's getting caught up a little bit. She gets vacuumed back in. Dazzle throws out the poison touch on top of her. She's getting a little bit of damage taken to her. I can't really tell you what's going on right now because you guys can see what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to assume she did die. There's a Shadow Fiend raising the roof, getting the kill on top of that Death Prophet, and I think I might be DCing soon, which would actually be pretty darn sad. Yeah, usually when my lag gets this bad, it's full DC. Usually, but that is not the case right now. Hold on, it's still going on. Come on, there we go. Everything's good. Death Prophet did buy back, and she's about to go down again. She throws out her ulti, so she's doing a lot of damage to everybody, but she's not doing enough damage. Her teammates finally come in. Sankey had to use his stun burrow strike through the fissure so he can make sure he get through. Clockwork, the beautiful ulti on top of Dazzle. Dazzle's just right in front of an invisibility room. I know he's really sad. Death Prophet's gonna go ahead and pick up and bottle that and put that inside of a bottle. Meanwhile, I got engaged going on the backside. Earthshaker is doomed up, and these guys are going for a little bit of engagement. I'm watching like I said, I'm watching one of the best slideshows I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I don't know about you guys. That's probably the most action-packed. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that 2 frames per second. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. Anyway, let me take a look at the gold graph. The gold graph is in favor of the Radiant mainly because all their kills have been going their way, and they also have more towers. Actually, they haven't lost a single tower, and there's only 1 tower down. So all the gold that they're up by is actually all kill gold. That's 4,000 gold and kill gold, guys. Well, kill gold and farm. Lifestealer has pretty much been having free farm in that entire jungle, so that's really good for him. He has a Hand of Midas as well, so there's 2 Hand of Midases. There's Hand of Midas Eye on the side of the Radiant. And the XP graph, I mean, shows the same thing. Hand of Midas gives definitely a big boost inside the experience that Doombringer and Lifestealer are getting. So these guys are just gonna go ahead and jungle like bros. And there's a Shadow Blade coming up on Doombringer. Wow, okay. Pretty interesting item choice. Shadow Blade, usually one of those items that you pick up if you want to be ganking. Like I said, I think I said before, the earlier you get it, the better. And it's only about the 15-minute mark. Are you kidding me? It's only about the 15-minute mark, so it's definitely a really good time for him to have that. He'll have that Shadow Blade. Actually, he has a Shadow Blade up right now. He's had to have the courier bring that Shadow Amulet to him. And Sand King's going to go ahead and bring in the stun. He does have a Blink Dagger. I did not realize that. He gets an instant gib on top of that Sand King. No, Death Prophet takes a kill. And Death Prophet almost has herself, well, she doesn't almost have herself, but she's trying to build herself what looks to be a Bloodstone. She does have 1,600 gold. What is she going to be building next? I don't know. Sankey's going to go ahead and use her bottle charges because she doesn't need it just yet. And now we got Darkseer and Dazzle hanging out around the corner trying to see what they can do. They're waiting for the team to show up. Earthshaker's really detrimental to that team fight. He has all those stuns. He has all of the disables. But as you guys can see, that the Radiant pretty much don't care about it, really. They can just walk in, take a few Earthshaker stuns, and then turn around and do all their own stuns and kill everybody. Excuse me. Actually need to take a sip of water. Alright, got a sip of water, cool. And as far as, what else I was going to look at? I was going to look at the items, talk about those one by one like I always do. It'll take me 5 hours, but I'll get there eventually, guys. Shadow Blade up on Doombringer. So he'll be able to Shadow Blade in and doom you without you knowing. He's also trying to build himself what looks to be probably treads. And we got a little bit of engagement going on down here. Sankey's trying to go on top of the Dazzle. Dazzle almost took a lot of damage, but Sankey's taking a lot of damage on the backside. And Dazzle throws out his Shallow Grave on top of himself so he can stay alive. He might be able to make it out alive. No, he will not be able to make it. And Clockwork gets it, or sorry, Death Prophet gets a double kill. So Death Prophet definitely showing why she's the team fight queen, to be honest. And we got more of an engagement going on around the backside. Who's that? Just died. Darkseer just died. Darkseer buys back instantly. He knows that he needs to push back now. And actually, now that I think about it, these guys were definitely going for a semi-push strat. I mean, it's not really fair to say because Death Prophet is just really good at pushing in general. So Death Prophet is just really good at pushing in general. So they were just walking around ganking stuff, and Death Prophet happens to push. This actually kind of proves my point when I said an earlier push strat. I said a long time ago, a while ago. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, as far as the push strat goes, basically you push for as hard as you can. You push, 5-man push, do all you can, do all the damage, take as many towers as you can. And if you don't win by the 30-minute mark, then you guys are pretty much screwed. Pretty much, if you don't win by the 30-minute mark, you're not going to win by the 30-minute mark. But this is kind of like a modified push strat if you want to look at it that way. Because, like I said, Death Prophet by herself, she's just really good at pushing. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing a push strat or anything, but it just happens to work out that way because everybody else is just running around, like Sand King's just roaming around ganking everything. So none of Dire can really organize their own ganks. None of Dire can really run around and go for a kill on top of anybody. Meanwhile, Death Prophet is just pushing down your towers, you know, just taking a casual tower here and a casual tower there, and it's starting to add up. Speaking of which, Death Prophet is getting surrounded by Darkseer and Earthshaker. She did silence the Darkseer, so Darkseer can't vacuum her back in. She's going to run around in circles. She's trying to wait for her ulti. Her ulti will be back up in 3 seconds. And a lot of damage being done back to these guys, so she would probably save her ulti. No, oh my god, she gets a kill on top of the Darkseer, and here comes the support coming from Clockwork. Oh my god. Beautiful support coming in for these guys. So Lifesteal jumps inside of Clockwork, and Clockwork repelled right on top of the Sand King, or sorry, Earthshaker. And then he's able to jump out and get a kill, and Death Prophet keeps her life. There's a Doom thrown on top of Lone Druid, and Lone Druid goes down. Doombringer able to get kill, but he was taking the tower, so he did take a lot of damage. He probably wants to run and use his Midas first before he decides to do anything else, which I think he might be doing. Is he really getting Yasha, or is he getting Treads? I don't know. Okay, so he did in fact decide to go for Yasha as opposed to Treads. Why not? Yasha gives that move speed. Treads you don't really need unless you're trying to dedicate that much to your carry strat. But Yasha, I'm really interested to see what he builds, because I mean, as far as Yasha goes, he can build that Sound Yasha, he can build that Manta style, or he can. Well, I mean, yeah, man, those are really 2 items that he can only build. Let's say, or he can build a Diffusal Blade, which would actually be pretty silly. But you can't build a Diffusal Blade with the Yasha. You have to do the Blades of Alchemy. Anyway, moving on to the items. Like I said, it's going to take me forever to look through it, but these guys keep fighting. As Clockwork threw out a flare, he has his hook up in 1 second. Well, where will he be engaging is the big question. Looks like he's going to go in. They're all going to go in. Death Prophet's jumping in first, and Dazzle's taking a little bit of damage. He is silenced. He is screwed. He's going to be going down to the Sand King ulti. And this Earthshaker trying to do what he can for the ulti, and there's a Clockwork. Clockwork's going to go for a grab. No, Clockwork's not going to go for a grab. Darkseer's over here. Clockwork's going to stand still, chill out for a little bit, and Sand King throws out the Blade Mail. Clockwork, you need a raffle. You need a raffle. There we go. We got a raffle from Clockwork, and they get a kill on top of Darkseer pretty easy. Here goes Sand King following right in suit. These guys wanted to die together, so they will die together. And now this bottom tower is all for the taking. Mechanism pops so everybody can stay healthy. The creep wave gets a little bit burst HP, and that lane will definitely be pushing. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Doombringer's farming creeps. I mean, he has Devour, he has a Hand of Midas, he's getting free gold everywhere. So Sand King's trying to build himself an Aghanim Scepter. He did have a Blade Mail like we saw earlier. I have yet to go through all the items because these guys keep getting into big fights. Although it wasn't as crazy as the last game I had, or the random pubcast number 28. That was ridiculous. I swear I did not realize what was going on. It was like almost 120 kills by the end of the game. You guys need to go watch. That was pretty crazy, pretty intense. But anyway, speaking of all that aside, as far as take a look at the items, because I don't think that the rating will actually be pushed into the Dire's high ground just yet. If we take a look at the items, we will see that
Dire's top tower.
There's 2 Aghanim Scepters trying to come up on the side of the Radiant, so Clockwork wants to upgrade his ulti, so he'll be able to rappel every, I think it's 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Sand King wants his ulti upgraded, so he'll be able to do more waves. What is it called? More tremors. More pulses. That's what it's called. More pulses. So he'll be able to do more pulses. And as far as everybody else goes, I mean, Death Prophet has a Bloodstone. She's building herself that Shiva's Guard. She's been getting a lot of farms. She's been getting a lot of kills. I'm going to take a look at the kills, deaths, and assists pretty soon. We see the mechanism up on Lifesteal. So is that a support Lifesteal I see? I don't really know. Aghanim Scepter up on Clockwork, so he's happy about his item choice. His Blink Dagger up on Sand King, so he's ready to blink in and lose his life for his team, his life for Ire. I'm sorry, this is not StarCraft. And we got like, meanwhile we got Lifesteal up here just hanging out. So I think these guys went for a classic bait and switch. I'll explain that a little bit later. We got engagement going on. We got Darkseer in a little bit of trouble. Darkseer throws out Darkseer throws out his surge so he can try to get away, but it doesn't matter. Clockwork with a beautiful rappel, and he there goes Darkseer, and this will be the bottom tower as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So whatever strategy you want to call this, I guess it's just a normal. I don't know what you would call the strategy. This is like a push strat plus gank, push plus gank strat. I don't know what you really want to call it. Long story short, it's definitely working out for the Radiant. And I just realized I'm yelling. This is why I don't like headphones that stick in my ear, because I end up yelling when I'm trying to talk because I have to hear myself talk. Otherwise, it's not right. Anywho, at any rate, these guys are the whole entire Dire side looks like they're going to go ahead and hide in the jungle, hide in the fountain. They don't want to die anymore. They don't want to live. They don't want to be in this world anymore. And here's Spirit Bear just being a boss, just walking, tanking ghosts left and right. He can take that damage. He doesn't care. And that's actually going to give me a perfect time to look at the items. As far as the items go, you can see that these guys really, the Dire didn't really have a chance as far as the items went. They were constantly getting ganked, and nobody could really farm. There was no such thing as safe farm. Shadow Fiend was the one who's getting ganked the most, and his items are probably the worst on the map so far. That's really how the game played out for him. Darkseer kind of has Darkseer has decent farm. He has his Tranquil Boots. He has a Soul Ring. That's really about it. And it says, now you know the reason why we don't play pubs. False.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, but anyway, so that was Nestle Dota. I'm assuming they went ahead and finished out the game, but we got a few more minutes. We got one dislike coming in from the viewers. I'm going to throw out one like. But this game was extremely one-sided. And Sand King's going to jump in and do his ulti, see if he can get a kill. He gets a kill on top of one. He's going to try to go for a kill on two. We got a DC coming in from Darkseer. This is hopefully we get stronger opponents. So you'll have fun watching. False. I mean, it's still a fun game to watch. It's still fun to see all these items go around, like a mechanism up on Lifesteal. I thought that was pretty interesting. I guess, to be honest, the Radiant didn't really have any support, so Lifesteal built the mechanism for his team. Why not? Mechanism really good at him. He also built himself a Mystic Staff. Looks like he's trying to build himself a Sheep Stick, so he'll have fun with that. Have a Sheep Stick of his own, and a lot of damage being done to these guys. Shadow Fiend did not have a good time at all. He lost his lane, as you guys can see. Lifesteal has a Sheep Stick. He's going to go in for a kill on top of Sand King. Or Shadow Fiend, Jesus. And now Dire's Ancient is under attack, so next level Dota, guys. Next level Dota is right there in front of you. Rapier up on Doombringer. Ghost Scepter. What's another thing? Oh, support Lifestealer. Support Lifesteal, actually. It's like, he can save your life in his own. He can basically do open wound on a creep. We can all heal ourselves, and then he can run away when everybody's all safe and stuff. So wait, that game's over. That game was a little one-sided. Like I said, this is a special Dota cast. It's not really a random pub since I knew who it was playing going in. But still a fun cast. Big shout out to Nestle Dota. Thank you for inviting me to that match. I'll probably cast the next one. I'm just glad to actually post a video today because I was planning on not posting anything because I was being lazy. But who could pass up a chance to cast a game with Nestle Dota in it, right? Anyway, big shout out to Gaming University and everybody. That is it for now. See you guys whenever.